Well, welcome to the kickoff meeting for AI in Local Government Network. Super excited and thrilled to have you join us here today as we kind of launch a brand new network that's focusing on applying AI and how we can use AI in a collaborative manner in local government. So real quickly, we're just going to go through a couple kind of housekeeping things here. This is being recorded as well as being live streamed on YouTube at Civic Innovation. So if there's ever a minute where you have to step out or anything like that, I know we all have busy lives and our work keeps us away from time to time, or if you can't make a monthly meeting, we're going to have these available for us on demand as well. That way you never have to miss a discussion here, because we won't want to miss anything in terms of the content that we're going to discuss. So real quick here, I'm going to go through these slides and kind of talk a little bit about what we're going to do and what this is all about. But for those who may not know who I am, my name is Micah Gaudet. I'm a deputy city manager in the Phoenix metro area, and I created a little thing called Civic AI. So what we're doing here in Civic AI is we launched the first of its kind class on ChatGPT on generative AI that is specifically designed for the public sector. So there's no other class that's out there like it. It's available at civicinnovation.ai. I also wrote a book, 1001 Prompts for ChatGPT, and created the Civic Innovation YouTube channel where we post weekly videos on how to leverage and apply different AI tools. Like I think last week we did one on Julius. This week we're doing one on a tool called Ghostwriter. So what we'll do is again, these webinars will also be posted on that same video as well, same YouTube channel as well. So right now, I have the privilege of being a kind of a national voice on AI in local government. And what I want to do is I don't want to be the only voice on AI in local government. And so that's why we created this network, is to provide opportunities for other people and other insights into local government. So let me go to the next slide here. So here's a couple outline of what we're going to be just talking about today. First, we're going to talk about some of our network goals. Really, the emphasis is that this isn't an opportunity for me to talk a lot. Actually, I want to give a lot of the platform to you all. So it's about your network, your voice. We're talking a little bit about some sponsorship opportunities. I know there are some folks in the private sector who are joining this call who might be interested in leveraging this network and talking about some of their products that they have out there that local governments might be interested in pursuing and looking into further. I'll mention a little bit about the live stream and recording. I'll give you some links for that as well, and then also detail kind of what the meeting schedule looks like going forward. So we really have three simple goals for this network, and that is to foster collaboration, we want to share knowledge, and we want to spur innovation. So what does that mean? Let's go a little deeper into these types of things here. So goal number one is fostering collaboration. So what we're looking to do here in this network is to build a platform that encourages local governments professionals to engage, interact, and collaborate on generative AI applications. And we want to do that in a supportive environment. We recognize that a city might have a policy that's different from another city on AI usage or things like that. And we want to really just lean into the uniqueness of each city and realize that each city is going to make a determination what's best for them in terms of how they're using it, what the manner they're using it in, when they're using it, and the guidelines they put in place. But in terms of this network, we want to foster collaboration and support being curious within the framework of AI and local government. So the second thing we're going to do, and this is really probably the crux of this network, is knowledge sharing. So the idea is to have an environment where we can continuously learn from each other through webinars, through discussions, sharing different resources we might have, and enable us to learn from each other, right? There's something that you might be doing that I've not learned yet. And so I can learn a lot from how folks, I see Ken over there in Dallas. Maybe he's doing something really cool in Dallas I've not thought of yet. And so what a great way to provide a guy like him a platform to talk about his applications, how he's using it, and then we can all benefit from each other and share that knowledge. And again, because policies are different, because every city is different, maybe it's not a one-for-one match. Maybe you take 80% of what someone says about it and apply that, but then you become 80% better. And so that's what we want to do within the knowledge sharing framework. The third and final goal is spurring knowledge, right? We want to advance and push the boundaries of what we thought was possible. And we can do that by simply being creative, by listening to each other again, and that going back to that key point, the second one about sharing knowledge, right? That knowledge sharing is designed to spur us to take more action and to really learn what we can do within the framework of local government and how we can learn to apply AI within our local government context. So these are the kind of the basic three goals that we have for this network. It really is, it's not going to be formal. It's not going to be a if you're expecting a Netflix quality presentation, this is not going to be it at all. But I think we can kind of come together as a band of individuals and learn from each other and encompass these three different goals that we have in mind here for this network. So I really want to emphasize this idea of your network, your voice. Again, I know I'm going to talk a lot in this first kickoff meeting, but the whole idea is to have less of me talking and more of you talking. So what we're going to do is we'll have a webinar scheduled every month. And every month, I want to invite 2 to 3 individuals, you all out there, to share how you are using AI in your local government. And it doesn't need to be sophisticated, it doesn't need to be, some kind of earth-shattering, no one's ever seen this before, right? Sometimes just the simple, showing us how you're creating a job description. Maybe it's a really cool policy that you were able to write for your human resources department, or anything else in that wide world of generative AI. I want to provide you with a platform to be able to speak to what you're using and hopefully encourage and kind of spur other people to start doing the same thing and to start being curious about how to use AI. Maybe you have a special prompt that really gets some really great results, and we can share that with the group as well too. So that's what this network is. This network is designed to provide you with a platform to showcase your innovative endeavors in employing AI within local government settings. So less of me, more of you. And to be able to do that, here is a QR code. So this QR code is a sign-up form. This just helps me. That way I don't have 50 people on next week's call and nobody, or next month's call rather, and nobody for the month of January. So I'm going to keep this on the screen for a minute. Grab your cameras out if you want to, and grab that QR code there and take a look at that. After this meeting is done, I will send out to all of you a link for this sign up form as well, just in case you're watching this on your phone and you can't access your camera for whatever reason, or something happened, your camera's off site somewhere else and you can't get your camera and grab this QR code. I will send this out to you all as well too. So really, please take advantage of this opportunity. I really want to highlight you all and what you're doing with AI and how you're using it. So this is a great way to kind of help me manage that and help me to be able to spotlight what you're doing within AI and local government. So here is something else too on sponsorship opportunities. So I know we have some private sector individuals, some really great startup companies that are doing some really, really interesting things in the AI space. So for the sake of this network, we want to really focus on how local governments are using and applying AIs. At the same time, I recognize that there are, so again, some really great startup companies out there that are dipping their feet in the water and trying out AI. So, or trying to build AI platforms for local government specifically as well too. So we have 3 different sponsorship opportunities for our private sector friends here. The first one is the bronze sponsorship, which is what we'll do here is we'll have your company logo displayed on the presentation slides. You'll have an opportunity to distribute digital brochures or materials to the members on this call. The second one is a silver sponsorship. With this thing, you get all the benefits of the bronze sponsorship. You'll be given a 10-minute opportunity to speak at the beginning of a webinar to introduce the company and its offerings. We'll do this, and we'll limit this one to about 24 per year. That way we still have time to really focus on how local governments are using it. I'm really trying to be careful of not having the not having it turn into a sales pitch, anything like that. So just be mindful of that if you're a private company. But I think the 10-minute slot should be plenty of time to be able to talk through your offerings, give a demonstration of what you're able to do, and share that with the group here. The third and final sponsorship opportunity we have is the gold sponsorship. Again, all the benefits of bronze and silver sponsorship. And on top of that, you have an opportunity to co-host one webinar per year, and we can we'll work together what that topic might be, make sure it's salient to our members and to our group here. But a great opportunity to do that as well too. And again, there's the QR code there on the left, and I will also send this out to all the members on this call as well. So that way you have the link for that, just in case, again, if you're watching this on your phone, can't get to your cell phone, want to make sure you have that. So one more here. Okay, like I said, we are going to be doing this on a monthly basis. So we've scheduled it for basically the first Monday of each month, minus January, because it looks like January 1st, I think, falls on a Monday. It's a holiday. So for the January one, we're going to be on January 8th for the January meeting. But I don't want you to miss a meeting at all. We talked about this a little bit in the beginning of this webinar here. So we're going to live stream this to YouTube. It'll be on demand as well. It's being recorded. So if you, for whatever reason, you have a meeting that comes up that week or you can't make this webinar, I don't want you to miss out in learning from your colleagues and other professionals across the US and really across the world of that too, to be able to share and learn from each other. So this QR code is the link to the YouTube channel, Civic Innovation YouTube channel, where we'll be hosting all the live streams and posting them for on-demand viewing. Again, I will post a link for this. I'll send a link out in kind of a meeting recap to you all. That way you have this just in case, again, or watching this on our phone or something like that. And here is the webinar schedule between now and April 1st. I think you can kind of see the pattern here. So the next meeting will occur on Monday, December 4th at 11:30. And so all these times are going to be in the Phoenix time zone. I know it's a little different. Arizona doesn't do daylight savings time, so I'm just going to keep Phoenix time zone because that's where I get to live. So we'll keep them here at 11:30 Phoenix time zone. The only one that's different is that January 8th one. That is not the first Monday of the month. That's actually the second Monday because the first Monday falls on a holiday. So, but going forward, they will be the first business Monday of each month. Again, unless that Monday falls on a holiday, that'll be the week after. So really cool. I want to share this with you all in terms of the kind of feedback and response we've gotten so far in this network and kind of what a broad scope this is, and really excited to learn and to give a platform to share what we're doing with AI and local government. So far we have 27 different states and provinces that are represented in terms of sign up for this network here. We are represented by 3 different countries, and we have over 75 unique local governments that are interested in participating in this network. So to me, that's just absolutely incredible. I'm blown away by that. Thank you so much for that support and for doing that. And I think the sky's the limit, and we can build beyond this as well too, in terms of what we're going to be able to do. So with that said, that is kind of the wrap up for this meeting here. I'll take some Q&A. If you have any questions within the Q&A chat here, I'm going to stop my screen share and go back to the regular one here, and let me see if there's any questions in here at all. So the sponsorship is for private sector vendors. That is correct. The sponsorship is only for private sector vendors. For local government members, if you're a member of a local government or just want to participate and learn, I'm not going to charge any cost at all. The sponsorship is to kind of help cover the cost of running these webinars, doing the live stream and stuff like that too. So it helps make sure we don't lose money on this endeavor. But that is it. In terms of the cost for the sponsorship tiers, we do have costs for that. So those costs would be, give me 1 second. I'll make sure I have accurate information for you here. I will pull this up real quick. And the sponsorships are, so for the bronze package, it's $150. These are all one-time fees. $150. The silver sponsorship package is $300, and the gold sponsorship package is $1,000. So those are the 3 tiers of the sponsorship. The 1001 Prompts book is available on Amazon. I can send a link out to you all if you want that. So in terms of the format of Zoom, so we can see names and faces, yes, we'll change the format for the next meetings because again, this is gonna be very much a collaborative environment. For this one, we were just kind of setting the table, kind of talking about what this looked like going forward. But in the future meetings, we will definitely want to have that collaboration. That way we can see names and faces and collaborate with each other and hear from each other what they're doing. So absolutely. I have not thought about providing participating agencies for sponsorship opportunities, something I'd look into, but not something I've looked into that yet. Another question over here is, this meeting will be recorded. Yes. So the meetings will be recorded and will be available to watch. Again, it'll be posted on YouTube as well, that we can go back and watch it on there in case you can't get to it, but they're being live streamed on YouTube, and then that way you can go back and watch it on demand as well too. So I don't see any other questions. I'm looking here, making sure I miss any questions here. A couple more here. Okay, it looks like there's something with the sponsorship form. I'll look at that. Thank you, Parth, for that information. I'll double check that to make sure it gets out there. But again, I know this is a quick kind of 15-minute discussion here. I just want to set up the ground rules, what we're looking to do, what our goals are for this network, and looking forward to discussing with you all on Monday, December 4th, how you are using AI in local government. So start thinking through what you want to share with the team, what you want to share with this network, and we're looking forward to giving you all a platform to be able to share how you're using AI in local government. So I'm going to sign out here for now. Until next time, let me post something in here too, just in case anybody has any questions. I'm going to post in my email here, just in case there's any questions for me, anything else comes up you want to ask. So my email here is micah.gaudette@civicinnovation.ai, in case anyone has any questions at all. So until next time, please be well, keep curious, and let's create a wonderful network to be able to share how we're using AI in local government. Thank you so much for participating. Can't wait to discuss with you all next Monday.